At the Variety Theatre, before a packed Moscow audience, Woland, flanked by Koroviev and Behemoth, begins his black magic with full exposé as harmless entertainment. But the conjuring soon transcends trickery. Real money, Parisian fashion, and moral judgment itself begin to materialize on stage. The master of ceremonies, Bengalski, tries to restore order by calling it mass hypnosis, clinging to materialism even as rational explanation collapses before his eyes. When Bengalski persists in his exposé, Koroviev and Behemoth mock his skepticism by literally decapitating him before the screaming crowd, only to restore him moments later, unmarked but traumatized. The audience's reaction, bloodlust swiftly replaced by pity, reveals both cruelty and sentimentality fused in one grotesque instant. The stage transforms into a Parisian boutique where Moscow women abandon their drab attire for Western luxury in a delirious frenzy. The red-haired saleswoman's seductive French enchants the audience, exposing how easily citizens yield to capitalist glamour and the false promise of transformation through consumption. When the pompous official Arkady Sempliarov demands a scientific explanation, Koroviev obliges by publicly exposing his adultery with actress Militsa Pokobatko, the ultimate revelation. As wife and mistress brawl in the theatre box and the orchestra hacks out an infernal march, the demonic troupe vanishes, leaving Moscow's rational world in tatters. Bulgakov turns the variety stage into a miniature of public life. Performance replaces authenticity, and citizens who gathered for amusement find themselves judged instead. Under the guise of spectacle, Woland exposes the collective soul, mocking the belief that irony or ideology can protect one from moral truth. The reign of rubles parodies both the paper economy and the paper faith of the age. Currency replaces conscience as the new religion, and Bulgakov's miracle exposes not supernatural deception but human greed. Woland performs no corruption. He merely unveils what already rules Moscow. Bengalski's beheading literalizes the destruction of bureaucratic reason. His insistence on scientific explanation embodies the faith of the modern state in logic as salvation. When his head continues to speak, rationality survives only as absurdity, thought severed from truth, intellect without soul. The fashion frenzy satirizes both consumer lust and ideological contradiction. The women's rapture over Parisian luxury exposes the same hunger for illusion that powers propaganda itself: beauty as narcotic, transformation as escape. Bulgakov's parody of fashion becomes an allegory of spiritual seduction. Koroviev's Exposé turns the pursuit of truth into a public execution. In a world ruled by confession and control, exposure replaces justice. Bulgakov's devil reveals the ultimate paradox. When truth becomes spectacle, it destroys the very humanity it claims to illuminate.